I had another moment of extreme dysregulation occur about an hour ago. A little more. Had a meeting appointment, going over forms, making sure they're filled out correctly, and signing them, and authorizing them, and everything. And I got dysregulated because I was being asked questions for information I had already provided for him to fill these forms out, and we're just supposed to go over them, and then I'm supposed to verify that everything's correct. So, he so many things were in the wrong place there, and I researched this dude. Okay, I researched this dude, and he had a good rating because in this day and age, I try to research this type of stuff. If I have the ability to, I will. I want to know the best, and I'll go with that. So yeah, this definitely didn't meet the rating, but it was oh, basically redoing probably a third of the form. We'll say a third. I think I'm being generous, but yeah. A third of it. He had stuff in the wrong place. He has stuff mislabeled and yada yada, and it's it's funny to me. Got through it, but it's just I was getting dysregulated because he's asking me these redundant questions because I've already given him the information. So these questions are redundant, and I'm getting dysregulated. I even told him, I'm like, I'm getting dysregulated. Can you just give me a minute to find this information? And then he cut in, and I mean, he gave me a few seconds more, but then he cut in and he said, well, we don't need to be so, we could be general. We don't need to be so specific. And I'm like, we don't need to be so specific, yet I'm finding errors in these things. And then later on, I found an area of the form that we needed to fill out still, and there was a specific line that he missed entirely. And I was just like, he kind of realized he was at fault at that point after I had my dysregulated moment earlier on, and he apologized at the end, which I said okay to, but still, it defeats the purpose of not handling the situation. Mind you, I told this guy on our first meeting that I'm ADHD, so he was aware of this. But this is how people still aren't aware, even though they're made aware. And just more knowledge needs to be gotten out there about this. Plain and simple. So that's really the point of this. This is just an experience that I had with that. So yeah, I'm out of words. Bye bye.